In this lesson, we are going to be looking at the future tense in German. Please add this verb to your notes. Werden, which can mean will or shall. Ich werde, I will. Du wirst, you will. Wird, sie wird, or es wird. He will, she will, it will. Wir werden, we will. Ihr werdet, you will. Sie werden, or sie werden. You formal will, or they will. Please notice that the verb werden is irregular in the du and the RCS forms. Du wirst und RCS wird. The word order when working with the future tense is going to be a bit of a change for us. We're going to have the subject followed by the future tense, so the form of werden, followed by a direct object, time reference, or any other part of speech, and then the main verb is going to the end of the sentence. Beispiele: Ich werde morgen Fußball spielen. I will play soccer tomorrow. Please notice it is ich werde, so werden was conjugated for ich, and spielen, which is our main verb, goes to the end of the sentence, and it also reverts to its infinitive form. Wird Freitag in der Stadt gehen. He will go to the city on Friday. Wird is my conjugated form of werden for and gehen is at the end of the sentence in its infinitive form. One of the main things that you can do to become comfortable with the future tense is change sentences from the present tense to the future tense. Step 1 when doing this process is to identify the main verb in the sentence. Step 2 is to change the main verb to the infinitive form and move to the end of the sentence. Step 3 is to identify the subject. And step 4 is to conjugate werden according to the subject and replace the original verb. So let's walk through this in a German sentence. Our original sentence is Ich mache meine Hausaufgabe. I do my homework. In step 1, I identify the main verb, mache. Step 2, I change that verb back to the infinitive form, and I would keep in mind that it moves to the end of the sentence. So mache goes back to machen. In step 3, I identify the subject of the sentence. So who is doing the action? Ich. And in step 4, I conjugate the verb werden according to the subject, which I identified as ich. So ich werde. And my final sentence would be Ich werde meine Hausaufgabe machen. I will do my homework. I always recommend that if there are steps to a grammar concept, keep those steps in mind, keep your notes handy, and follow those steps until you become very comfortable with a new grammar concept. At this point, I would like for you to pause the video and write down the following 5 sentences in the present tense. Then rewrite the sentences following the steps provided into the future tense. 1. Ich kaufe morgen einen Computer. I buy a computer tomorrow. Ich werde morgen einen Computer kaufen. I will buy a computer tomorrow. Taking kaufe out of the sentence, changing it to the infinitive and moving it to the end, identifying that ich was the subject, and conjugating werden for that subject ich. Ich werde morgen einen Computer kaufen. 2. Wir spielen Samstag Tennis. We play tennis on Saturday. Wir werden Samstag Tennis spielen. We will play tennis Saturday. 3. Er schickt einen Brief. He sends a letter. Wird einen Brief schicken. He will send a letter. 4. Sie trinken beim Eiskaffee Schokoshakes. Sie werden beim Eiskaffee Schokoshakes trinken. So they drink chocolate shakes at the ice cream parlor. To they will drink chocolate shakes at the ice cream parlor. Und 5. Gehst du am Wochenende in die Stadt? Are you going into the city on the weekend? Wirst du am Wochenende in die Stadt gehen? Will you go into the city on the weekend? At this point, if you have any questions about changing sentences from the present tense to the future tense, please email your instructor.